it's time for Yinz Guys RC.
Hey Yinz Guys, Paul here. Welcome to another episode of Yinz Guys RC. We're here at the field, and we're hoping to have some fun flying, but we're waiting for a couple of things. One of them is our buddy Jeff to get here. I don't like to fly alone. You cut yourself, it's real hard to drive to the hospital. And we're waiting for a TFR to end at 6 p.m. So in the meantime, we're just hanging out here. And we'll take a look at some of the planes I brought. And then we'll get started. So I brought with me today the Visionaire, the Flight Test Vigan, the Blade 350QX, and the Park Zone Striker. Got my batteries all charged. Radio's got a fresh charge in it. Got the old toolbox ready to roll. So as soon as somebody gets here, we're going to take advantage of this beautiful Pittsburgh sky and put some stuff in there. Let's see some of that funky 3D shit. That's only 2.5D.
Look.
Oh yeah.
Your gyro doesn't, knife edge spin.
It'll do a knife edge circle. You know, when you're 65 years old, that will be your excite mode. Nice landing. Here we are in the wild with a gasoline flyer. His wooden prop is swollen and won't go on the shaft. But, like his ancestors, he's used the primitive tool of a rock to tap it on. It's amazing to watch these creatures live in the wild. Quick.
Oh, you're not kidding.
Slow it down and go into a high alpha. It'll slow down so nice. that cool?
Yeah, I'm afraid of that. It gets so rocky though.
Well, that's because there's no rudder. What's that?
I'm going to turn those rates back down. Speed run.
Boy, that looks beautiful against the sky.
And no wind, you can fly around at top throttle.
Tell the Yinz Guys crowd about this plane.
It was, you go to the website for the Northeast Electric Fly in Akron, Ohio, you'll see pictures of this plane. The guys from Flight Test brought it out, and they were playing a little game with it called Pass the Transmitter. They'd take it up, fly it, you'd sit there chatting with them, and all of a sudden they shove the radio in your hands. It's quite fun, actually.
Yeah.
Flying this airplane in a gymnasium, you know, standing there next to the Flight Test crew. And at the end of the event, I went to wish David Vindestall, you know, safe travels, because if you've heard, he's going back to Sweden, unfortunately. Well, it's mixed feelings, because his wife's in Sweden, so he'll be happy to see her and everything, which is cool.
Yeah.
Being in a distance relationship myself, I can definitely appreciate that. But I'm assuming that's the reason why he gave me this airplane, because at the end of the event, I'm like, thank you for letting me fly the Spitfire. I think I'm going to build one now. And he just says, here, take this one. And I'm like, are you sure? And he's like, yes, I'm sure. Put the CG on the spar, we're on a 3-cell 1,000 milliamp battery, at which point I'm like, he's serious right now. So I swapped out the receiver because it was a high-tech receiver and I have Spectrum transmitters. There's a guy in our club who flies high-tech, so the receiver did find a home. And I put a Spectrum in it, and I'm continuing the passive transmitter game. I have this set up to work on buddy boxes, and I'm a club instructor, and when people come and check out the field and see what flying airplanes is about, I offer to let them fly this airplane, and continuing the tradition of the Ohio Electric Fly.
And the flight test guys.
Oh yeah.
So this is Vindestal, the crazy Swedes airplane. We miss you, Dave. Hope you come back soon. Bring your wife. She'll love living in Ravenna. It's just like Sweden, only no licorice.
By the way, the flight test crew recommends the beef motor from Laser Toys for this. But this particular airplane was not built with a swappable pod. It's built with one of their Elements firewalls and a 24-gram Blue Wonder motor. It still has some pretty decent power. It's not going to race anybody, but it has decent power for sport flying or training or beginners.
What prop you got on there, a 9x4?
I don't know, whatever came with it.
That seems to be the stock prop for the Blue Wonders.
I'll have to look at it when I land it.
I think it's actually a 9x4.7.
It's a slow fly prop.
Yeah, GWS 9x4.7 slow flyer. I mean, that thing is just beautiful in the air.
I kind of want to make another one with the beef motor that I have sitting at home and see how fast it goes.
You could make it with one of them giant 6-cell motors.
Oh, the giant Spitfire.
Yeah.
Or the giant cruiser.
Oh, that's a nice sunset.
Yeah, let me give you an even nice photo op.
Oh, beautiful. There you go. Spitfire into the sun. Nice touch and go. Does it have enough power to loop?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, nice. Very nice. Does it have a rudder? Or is this a 3-channel?
It's a 4-channel.
Oh, okay.
It scoots around really nice on the rudder, actually.
Oh, that's right. I remember the first time you flew it, you had the rudder reversed.
Oops.
Always check your throws, people.
I just use the trick I use when I'm flying inverted for controlling the rudder.
What's that?
Whichever direction you bank in, use the rudder in the opposite direction.
Oh, yeah.
It works for flying inverted and it works for reverse rudders.
That's almost like my trick for flying a helicopter pointing at me. Cyclic in the direction the blades are tipping to level it out. Alright folks, that's going to be this episode of Yinz Guys RC. Hope you enjoyed it. Please subscribe. And until I see you again, keep them flying.
Thanks for watching and get out of here.